Tender Mercies in Ringgold.
Tender Mercies in Spring Creek.
Tender Mercies in Pleasant Ridge.
Tender Mercies here in Uwa.
Tender Mercies in Athens too.
Tender Mercies in Eastridge. Tender Mercies in Maryville.
Tender Mercies in Jamestown.
So we had a lesson with our friend John, and we were able to do it in a member's home with their whole family. And so we taught all about baptism, and we invited him to be baptized. And he accepted.
Not 13.
Not 14.
Not 15.
Not 16.
Not 17.
Not 18.
Not 19.
Not 20.
Not 21.
Not 22.
Not 23.
But 24 people come to the group today.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, come back. I'd love to talk more with y'all. And he has a whole little family that we can teach.
Yay! Tender Mercies.
Tender Mercies
in Lebanon 2nd
Spanish.
Lisbeth just got baptized! Woo!
We just had a lesson with our recent convert and her husband. And what happened?
He's on day! March 22nd! Yay, Dylan! Tender Mercies in Eastridge. So we did find Audrey and all of those guys in that car.
Woo! She told some crazy news. She told us that she's been put on date before about a year ago, but it wasn't put in PMG, so we didn't know. But she wants to work towards baptism again.
I just did my first baptism for the dead here. Well, my first 12 of them, but it was beautiful, and I love the baptismal font and everything. It was just great. I love the experience. Thank you.
And your daughters are wonderful missionaries.
Yes. Thank
Tender
you.
Mercies.
Yes, they are.
Let's go. We have 3 of our members inviting 3 of our 3 different friends to church this Sunday. Woo-hoo! So we're going to see them there.
And we stopped by and we talked about the enabling power of the atonement and how it's helped us in our lives. And at the end, they're like, wow, we didn't know how much we needed that today. Thank you for stopping in.
So, of course, we went and knocked on the inactive member's door. And when we went inside, it was this sweet old lady, and we were able to share a message of peace and hope and to get a follow-up. We found one of our lost sheep.
Her boyfriend came out and talked with us, and
he was talking about how he wants to be baptized, and he knows that it's such a big commitment, and he's getting ready for that.
Tender Mercies in Loudon! Came to the temple!
It was really pretty, and I got baptized for 4 of my ancestors.
Woo! Lovely!
Tender Mercies in Rutherwood. 150. Let's go! Woo!
Someone that we had taught before, that Sarah had been a part of the lessons, and now she's a set-apart missionary, and so she can promise blessings and she can teach with us, and she has the same power and authority that we do. So it was really cool.
True.
Yeah, Sister Willis goes, have you ever heard of the Book of Mormon before? And he's like, oh yeah, a little. He's like, what have you heard? He's like, oh, Joseph Smith is like a prophet of God or something.
We're like, yeah, he is. Turns out he went to our church in Texas.
And he's gonna try and come this Sunday.
He's about to graduate from ETSU. We taught him about the Book of Mormon. He thought it was super cool. We shared a couple verses from 3 Nephi 11. And he didn't live here, but he gave us his address, and so we're meeting up next week.
So we showed him the sacrament table, the paintings, and obviously the baptismal font. And Brother Shaw brought the Spirit so crazy. It was so good. So, we invited him to be baptized on March 30th.
We had to.
Who else wouldn't?
Yeah. He's getting baptized. It's fire.
I feel so excited getting baptized and baptized by the taste cloud. And find out more about the temple. I feel so excited.
Yeah, Tender Mercies!
Yay!
So, we're in a trio now. With this cutie. Found our new friend, Keyshawn. What's up, Keyshawn?
Hello. We just found the coolest guy, Ken. And guess how we found him, sister? Through an inactive member. We went and asked for referrals and who would want to come to church. We literally did exactly what we learned this morning, and I unironically went to a less active member that we visit on Saturdays, and then asked him if he knows anyone else. And he said, yeah, my brother.
At the end of the lesson, we invited him to pray. And it took him a little bit, but Sister Mara was pretty stubborn. I was extremely stubborn, and we convinced him, and he prayed, guys! So beautiful! Oh, it was so good.
So we just had an amazing phone call with our friend Billy.
It was epic. Other Wycliffe was going crazy, sharing some fire scriptures. And Billy's on date for the 23rd.
We're gonna go over to their home on Monday, which they gave us the address to, and we're gonna go and we're gonna teach our kids how to pray. Is that not so tender? So excited. Pray for Savannah.
We talked with him and he said that it was divine intervention that we met. So we're having a church tour with him on Sunday.
Yes, sir. Tender Mercies, prayers up for Joe.
We got done praying and we just felt the Spirit super strong, but we got done and we look up and he was crying, and I was like, oh, Neil, how do you feel right now? And he's like, it's just nice to know that someone's watching out for me.
And she's preparing to be baptized, but she's been smoking for the past 50 years. So we made like a word of wisdom plan to help her stop, slowly. And today's the day that she was supposed to quit smoking. Yeah, and we were gonna go over there to take her cigarettes. She had none to give us, and she already threw away her ashtrays. So she's all in.
We just had the chapel tour, and it was amazing. We talked to her a lot about overcoming her challenges through the doctrine of Christ, and it was super spiritual. So we put her on date,
and she is so excited and so elect. Everyone, pray for Corbin.
Pray for Corbin.
You remember our last one about us getting a call about a man that wants to be baptized?
Well, he is on date now, and we're going to baptize him.
March 23rd.
Be there.
Or be square.
We thought, why not bring up baptism? It's an important thing. So Charles is now on date for March 22nd.
We did our role plays this morning, and we were like, why not? So he's on date now.
Role plays work. Tender Mercies.
Pray for Charles.
Yeah, so we talked with Michaela about church and the sacrament, what it looked like. And the Spirit prompted us, and we put her on date for baptism. So she's on date for March 16th, guys.
Oh, baby. Pray for Michaela.
Pray for Michaela, guys.
Tender Mercies.
Tender Mercies.
Tender Mercies in Watauga.
She loved the Book of Mormon, and she loved how it made her feel, and she wants to keep studying with us and keep learning more. She is amazing.
She was like, I literally could not put it down. I just wanted to keep reading it.
We were able to testify boldly about how to come closer to Jesus Christ. So we were able to put him on date for March 9th.
Yes, sir. Pray for our friend Carlos. Let's go!
Carlos needs your prayers! And it turns out that he had just had surgery.
We were able to help him out a little, and bring the Spirit into their home, and they were really glad we came. It was just super sweet.
Tender Mercies, we all have bow ties now because Brother Coltrane taught us how to make them. Not make them, but wear them. Tender Mercies. Tender Mercies in Johnson City.
Woohoo! Today we met our friend David. And David, what did we learn about today?
We learned that we have hope. I'm reminded that we have hope.
God does love you.
It's pretty cool. As much as I don't like myself, God loves me, so how can I go beyond him?
Yeah. Amen. And David's coming to church with us this Sunday.
Yes, I am.
And we started talking to him. He lost his wife recently, and he was wondering if he would ever be able to see her again.
Yep. So we talked about the plan of salvation and how it answers those questions of what happens after this life.
And we started moving dressers, bookcases, even a sofa.
Yeah.
All down there.
It was amazing. So we worked with them for about an hour, and they offered us lunch, they offered us money, and we said, no, we don't want anything. If we were to have anything from you guys, it would be join us at church this Sunday.
Look at all those blessings.
Heck yeah, dude.
All right, flip it around. What day are you getting baptized?
16th.
That's right. Tender Mercies.
Tender Mercies here at the temple, Nashville Temple. Let's go. We were just doing baptisms with him, and how was it? It was awesome. Let's go.
Yeah, and he was talking to us about how two of his sisters are members in Guatemala,
And he's like, but, you know, this sister, she's not a member yet, so we can make that
One more.
happen.
And then I said, you too.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Hey, Ten of Mercies out here in chat. We just had a super fire lesson with our homie Richard, and we taught him the doctrine of baptism. What happened? We put him on a date to be baptized for March 22nd. Ten of Mercies.
This big family behind us, we're like, so what do y'all do? And we're like, let us tell you.
Yeah, we were like, we're missionaries, and we're inviting everyone to come to church. And so we invited all of them to come to church, and immediately they were all like, yeah, we'll be there.
We had many tender mercies to be able to go to the temple with Beth and Tobin. We love them, and we know the Lord loves them, and we're grateful for all this in our lives.
Man, we also had awesome daily contact with our friend Jalen. So awesome, we got one of these out.
Jalen's on date for March 15th.
Yeah, and as we were talking, we asked her that if she were to find out if these things were true, if she'd want to get baptized.
And she said yes. She said she'd love to be baptized. And we said we'd love to help her get baptized.
We pulled up and he brought his little calendar out and he's been crossing off the days and praying and reading his scriptures every day. Yeah, it was awesome. And we had a fire member there, so tender mercies.
So we're out knocking doors, and we knocked a lot of doors, and we got cussed at too once, which is pretty epic, but we're gritty, so we stayed knocking.
Today was such a joyful day of missionary work.
Pure joy. We hit all our goals today. We asked for 6 member referrals.
Yep, we worked hard, and it was so fun.
So fun.
We were able to talk with her sister, and she's interested.
Heck yeah, Other Hartzell is a beast at talking to people.
Yeah.
And so we were able to find 2 new friends that way. It's been a good day.